Hello, everyone. Oh, it's very clear. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's talk. Our topic is women, culture, and contemporary jewelry, voice from China. So we are very pleased to be here in VOJ26 during this important jewelry fair. Through the China Entirely Jewelry Association, we are honored to be introduced for very talented jewelry designer and the founder from China. From a female vision, they will share how culture is expressed and through the contemporary jewelry. So we are also welcome to all of you come to our booths in design room. And now, shall we welcome Dan to speak for us?
So hello, everybody. Welcome again for joining us for the speech. It's a very great honor that we, China Italy Jewelry Association, bring Chinese culture, Chinese amazing jewelry designer to Italy, to Vincenzo. This is our pleasure, and I hope everybody just enjoying the jewelry they designed, and they are really wonderful. So I would introduce myself. So I am the Vice President of China Italy Jewelry Association, and really honored to be here speaking in front of everybody. And I would like to welcome the three amazing jewelry designers to present one by one. So first, they are Eileen, Cheng, the founder of LuxArti Fine Jewellery. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Eileen Cheng, founder and artistic director of LuxArti. Lux stands for light, and Arti represents art and artistry. It is a great honor to stand before you today at this world-renowned jewelry platform in Vicenza to share the philosophy and the story behind LuxArti. At LuxArti, jewelry is far more than adornment. It is a vessel for light, a wearable art form, and a legacy of emotion and masterful craftsmanship. We carefully select gems from nature, wrap them in designs infused with meaning and warmth, and refine them with relevance and skill into artistic pieces meant to accompany a lifetime. Today, I would like to take you into the creative world of LuxArti through several pieces that carry profound The first piece I wish to share is the butterfly tiara. It belongs to our Trinity Flowers collection, and its creation stems from the deepest love my husband and I have for our daughter. It is her 16th birthday gift. This piece underwent countless revisions and refinements, finally completed on my daughter's birthday. It is not only the first petal to bloom in the Trinity Flowers collection, but also a timeless love story. Love letter written in jewelry from a parent to a child. Every line, every setting carries the affection and hopes for parents. This piece features 3 flowers, each expressing a beautiful wish for life. The first is a rose, symbolizing love. We wish to tell our daughter that true love grows through daily companionship and care. May love be the key to understanding the world, never a chain that binds you. May you possess both the courage of the rose thorn and the softness of its petals. The second is the orchid, representing beauty. As the French writer Proust said, flowers are the poetry of the earth, and the orchid is its most elegant verse. We believe true nobility is an inner radiance, and beauty is the deepest echo of the soul. May you always carry confidence and grace, shining with your unique brilliance. The third is the iris, embodying vitality and freedom. The iris roots are strong and free, holding firmly to the earth in storms while lifting its blossoms toward the sky. May you embrace this strength, writing a vast and a magnificent life with grace. The philosophy of this piece extends to its transformable design. It can be elegantly dissembled into a ring and 2 pairs of earrings. This conveys our belief every crown of glory can be transformed into armor to protect one's dream. On the base of the flowers, we engraved RSE, a silent promise from parents, representing our unwavering guardianship. The rose, orchid, and iris are also symbolic flowers of LuxArti. We infuse each piece with energies of love, beauty, and vitality and freedom. Right now, the Trinity Flowers has 15 pieces, each with its meaning and designed for versatile styling, creating rich emotional and visual experiences for the wearer. This collection perfectly embodies LuxArti's spirit, refine genuine emotions into timeless art, allowing jewelry to become part of each person's life story. Next, I would like to share second collection, Dream as Steeds. This collection was inspired by my visit last year to Dalian exhibition, Dreams and Imaginations, at the Nanjing Museum. Stands before those surreal and poetic paintings. The image of horses deeply moved me, and I resolved to translate this artistic inspiration into the language of jewelry. The first piece, the Twin Shadows brooch, this one comes from this painting, the inspiration. Draws directly from the depiction of Don Hitos and his horse in Dali's work. The horse, like the night's shadow, though aged, persists on a journey that seems unattainable. I'm deeply fascinated by this notion of unreachable. It mirrors my current endeavor, building an international jewelry brand rooted in China. It is a very difficult of this path that makes it so precious and meaningful. This piece serves as a mentor for my own dreams. No matter how far the journey, never forget why it began. During the later stage of creation, I also reflecting on my relationships with my daughter, my husband, my mother, and my closest business partners. I felt an unconditional support in love, as if we were the most important people in each other's lives, reflecting the illuminating one another. This journey reminds me to love myself better and to cherish those closest to me. Often, unwavering support and companionship. The remaining 3 pieces represents different stage of pursuing dreams. The dream, this one, the dream flight earrings, I'm wearing them today. Oh, where is it? Inspired by the winged horse in the paintings, symbolizing a life attitude of dreaming freely, soaring unrestrained, and live with elegance and boldness. The gallant run. Yeah, I'm also wearing it today. It's inspired by the galloping steed, signifies that once a goal is set, one should strive with all effort and never give up easily. The victory gleam pendant, inspired by the victorious horse, represents the fruits of success and achieved through relentless effort driven by dreams, leading into a life worthy of pride. These 4 pieces are not only a tribute to Dali's art, but also a crystallization of emotion, will, and vision. We use jewelry as poetry to narrate a complete life story of companionship, pursuit, and victor. The masterpiece muse, the masterpiece collection. Okay. From my lifelong passion for art and my pursuit to first-hand experiences, I have visited over 10 world-renowned museums, from the Uffizi Gallery in Florence to MoMA in New York, and the National Gallery and the Tate Modern in London. The masterpieces have touched me so time and again. To create a spring collection, I traveled to Uffizi Gallery to see the Botticelli's original work. To capture the essence of sunrise, I journeyed to the Museum Monet in Paris. I experienced and felt the play of light and shadow in Monet's paintings. These first-hand encounters made each creative process more profound and authentic. In addition to Dali's collection, I have also created a collection inspired by Botticelli's Spring, Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring, Monet's Impression Sunrise, and a Chinese masterpiece, A Thousand Li of Rivers and Mountains. And you may see this collection in my counter. I created 5 brooches. They can wear either 1 piece or 2 or 3 pieces together, and you can also wear with your lover and your friends together. And I'm so happy that everybody here loves this collection. And it is my dream that I can promote Chinese art and culture in the worldwide one day. And I realize today, I'm very happy. Okay, so now allow me to introduce the 4th piece, the Anchor Rex, Egyptian sculpture brooch, which aligns to my Voyage of Wonders collection. The birth of this piece stems from my love for exploring the world. I have traveled to 39 countries, and my trip to Egypt last summer filled me with a deep fascination and awe for this ancient and mysterious civilization. While studying Western art history, my mentor, Larry Zhu remarked that Egypt began at its peak. At that moment, I began to considering of creating a brooch that either man or woman can wear it together. So with this purpose, I traveled to Egypt last summer, especially for inspiration. And when I saw the falcon pattern guarding the pharaohs on the millennia-old murals, I was instantly struck. It felt as though this ancient symbol exists precisely for my vision. Subsequently, I incorporate the anchor, the symbol of life, and the elements of the sun god Ra. We adopt the ancient sculpture form, centering it with a 2.5 carat unheated pigeon's blood ruby, symbolizing the eternal vitality and creative energy of the sun god Ra. Surrounding it, emeralds and invisible sapphires outline the horizon of the Nile, condensing the brilliance of ancient Egyptian civilization into a single piece. The most exquisite feature is its transformable design. The main sculpture can be disassembled and reassembled with its core transforming into another independent brooch, the heart companionship, set with a 15-carat heat-shaped tanzanite. These two forms carry dual narratives. The complete anchor rex projects outward as a divine protective force, while the heart companion turns inward, symbolizing the guardianship of each person's unique life journey into the gardens of inner belief. Finally, allow me to share a special honor our piece, Cerulean Waltz. This piece won first prize in the jewelry category in last year's Florence Biennale. And let's take a video. The inspiration for this brooch came from the divine and poet Xi'en in the film Avatar, The Way of Water, where luminous sea spirits dance in the deep blue. The profound connection in life renaissance conveyed in that moment moved me deeply. It also instantly invoked memories of my travel to the waters of Cancun, Mexico, where the sea and the sky merge into one blue, and the scene of lovers blending with the nature, leaving a lasting impression. I was determined to crystallize that fleeting moment into eternity. The creation of Cerulean Waltz was a dedication artistic endeavor. We began with the sculpture wave-like form, setting a 10-carat top-quality natural Sri Lanka sapphire at its center. It's also unheated. Like composing a symphony, we carefully paired royal blue and cornflower blue sapphires with centermarine aquamarines, white diamonds, and yellow diamonds. Each gem was individually scanned and set into a customized honeycomb structure, ensuring light could follow ensure light could flow and refract freely within, creating the most brilliant visual impression. Thus, cerulean wax is far more than a piece of jewelry. It is my tribute to the vast love of the ocean, a dance of luminous life spirits. I sincerely hope that everyone who sees it can feel that the sense of freedom, vitality, and flourishing energy. May each of our life blooms like as brilliantly. At LuxArti, we firmly believe that exceptional gems, timeless design, and masterful craftsmanship must harmonize to create enduring works. Our dream is to build a fine jewelry art brand truly rooted in China, rich in cultural depth and with international influence. What we create is not merely jewelry, it is a beam of light illuminating one's path, a spark igniting passion for life, and a faithful companion with each person writing their own life story. The very purpose of LuxArti's existence is to celebrate every unique, shining, and a vibrant life journey. Finally, allow me to extend my sincere gratitude to my mentors who have guided and inspired LuxArti along our journey. Thank you to the renowned Chinese fashion designer Guo Pei. You taught me that the pursuit of beauty and craftsmanship knows no bounds, deserving a lifetime of exploration of essence. Thank you to my art teacher, Larry Zhu. Your years of patient guidance on the path of art have led me toward the sharing and the dissemination of art. Thank you to my branding mentor, Albert. Your wisdom and vision strengthened my resolve to embark on this brand journey, making every step meaningful. Thank you to Alessio. You allow me the ultimate possibilities of jewel craftsmanship and the profound experience that jewelry can carry. Thank you to Barbara. You allow me to appreciate the beauty of hand drawing and design, inspiring us to continue elevate LuxArti creative standards. At the same time, I extend my heartfelt thanks to every member of the LuxArti team, from creative design to my craftsmanship. It is your talent, dedication, and the dedication that have allowed us to stand on this worldwide strategy in Vicenza today and share our light. And finally, I also want to thank you, my daughter, my husband, and my mother. Most importantly, thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone of you here today. For your listening and companionship. Witness the stories we've written with light and art. Thank you all.
Thank you, Eileen. Thank you very much. And you also make our VIP guest, Alessandra, crying together with you. So very touchable speaking, and very thank you so much. So actually, everybody knows that Eileen's artwork, as you see, is very wonderful. And also, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, also the piece also won the gold award of the Firenze Biennale 2025. So it's really amazing, and it's checked. It's awarded by officially the jewelry industry, let's say. Okay, so thanks again, and wish everybody enjoy Eileen's story of love, dream, and the family. Very impressive. So now let me introduce the next speaker, who is Yifan Ling, the jewelry artist of FRIGGFAN. Welcome.
Being here today. My name is Yifan Ling, and it's a great pleasure to share my jewelry art and the story of FRIGGFAN with you at Xi'en. My presentation today is titled The Visible Invisible, the poetic shape of the inner universe. This is the core of my artist exploration. I've always believed that jewelry is not just a decorative accessory. It's a medium that gives poet from the poet form to the intangible inner universe to humanity, our emotions, culture memories, and spiritual thoughts. It turns the invisible parts of our existence into something tangible, wearable, and enduring. First, let me introduce myself. I am a Chinese jewelry artist, as well as the founder and creative director of FRIGGFAN, a brand that forefront of contemporary high-end artist jewelry. My practice is built on three foundation pillars: the function of Eastern and Western culture aesthetic, and integration of master craftsmanship with rare gemstones, and the transformation of cultural heritage into wearable art. It is my dual identity as a Chinese creator and global jewelry as an artisan that fuels this cross-cultural exploration in every piece I make. Let's move on the third page, which traces the origin of my creative journey, where design thinking first took shape, long before jewelry became my medium. On the left, you can see my graduation project from a top 5 arts academy in China, where majored in artistic design. This was my first attempt to translate Eastern philosophy into contemporary art, rooted in the Taoist concept of being and non-being create each other. It's like use the mirror. I just make half of the Chinese chair and using the mirror to reflect another part. And when two mirrors, you have the angle of 90 degrees, it can show 3 different images in the mirror. So I only make 4 of one part, so it shows a round chair. And this is only I made for 2 mirrors, have the 60 degree, it can reflect to 5 different images. And this is, I only made only one part of this and the reflection. It's just like the being and not being reflect each other. And that is almost like 2012. It's a very long time ago. And then in the left, in the right part, you can see my 3 years living and working in Paris. What you see in the photo on the right, the experiences was transformative. It immersed me the Western jewelry craftsmanship and contemporary art trends. And it made me realize that jewelry was the perfect new career for my design thinking. Yeah, jewelry is my new, yeah, not just the art thing. I can use the jewelry to make my, to send my Eastern philosophy. In 2015 in Antwerp, Belgium, I drew this kind of picture of the design. And 5 years ago, when I back to China, I make the real pieces of jewelry, and it win the most famous word in China. It's made of the Taiji, Yin Yang, the two fish shape. That's my first personal design work of jewelry. So that is, as a jewelry artist, I transform the invisible inner world and spiritual insight into visible jewelry artwork. From the visible beauty to invisible principle, as an artist, a jewelry artist, my work is never just about crafting metal and gemstones. It's about translating the invisible, the quiet hum of Eastern philosophy, the depths of crafts culture insight, the intangible beauty of the inner universe into something visible, something you can touch, wear, to carry with you. This is the magic of jewelry to me. It turns spirit into form and unseen into something unfathomable. And this is what FRIGGFAN stands for. And for me, the 3 steps of the creative, the first step is like carving the immense spirit of beings. Just like when you're making the flowers, you look like these flowers, so you make the shape of the flowers. But this is the first step for me. And the second step, you will showing your inner spirit for your works. And the third step, and now I'm trying to make, is just like to incarnating the universal laws of the nature. This is my work of the first stage I made. Just like I try to translate to recall the beauty of the lamb leaves. And this is made by 18 karat and diamonds and jade and ruby from Burma. And this is the grapes leaves I made for my client with the sapphirate and the Tahiti pearl. And this is my sea animals. And I also make for the wax sculpting. And I like to use the baroque pearl to make the jellyfish, the octopus. I love the nature things of this. And also the sheep, the little sheep, and the little dog just sold today, the sausage dog. And it's very unique when you're using this kind of pieces. It's just like the shape, you see this pearl and you're making something special. You create a new life for it. And now go to the next step. I'm trying to make some inspiration to my work. Just like I have the mystical culture of the Western and Eastern. And for me, I have a series of work named the Oriental Gymlet. That's why I'm trying to make the East and West culture function work. Just like in French, it's the chinoiserie, the style of not exactly the Chinese and have a little bit like a Western feeling in it. Yeah, this is all the pieces I made by used by Jade. And this is very interesting I made for my client. It's 2 lotus, and when it separates, it's an earring, and when it combined together, it's a necklace. It can change. And now, this is the Phoenix Fly. It's my working after the 疫情怎么说? Oh, COVID, yes. I want to make people to feel like rebirth. Yeah, so that's why it's a conch pearl. And around the conch pearl, I make the diamond just like the broken pieces of the glass and reborn to a newborn flower. Yeah, that's why I want to say people congrats. And this work, in 2024, I win the Golden Prize in the, at the French Design Award and also the Muse Design Awards in America. And this is other pieces I made. I want to send my inspiration. And this is just like when you have different solo meet together, you are falling in love together, this ring. And I just, when you are wearing jewelry, it can give you power. Yeah, so that's a client, he's a businessman, and when he has some business occasion, he wants to show some powerful thing. And when he can, without saying anything, and can show the powerful. My creation are not just jewelry. They are the carriers of my life philosophy. They are the answer I've written with gemstones and lines to the question, how to live a life that is spiritual, full, and unrushed, rooted in the wholeness of one's own being. And this is my ultimate gift. This bow tie shape series, I want to say, when you're born, you are already the best gift in the world. So when you're wearing this kind of jewelry, you are the best gift for everyone, for you also. So you don't need to research out where is the best thing. You are already the best. Yeah, I made a lot of things. And I'm making also the wax sculpture, so you can see very soft line, soft shape. This kind of thing is very hard to make the shape in the computer. Because in the computer, the shape will be very flat. And after that, my works is more focus on the nature, back to the essence, and live in the moment. Just like this, my new piece in this exhibition is the From Radiance. That's why I want to show like the fire, the shape of the fire. And when you are wearing this kind of earring, just like the women are dancing the flamingo. And I also make this kind of wood carving. This wood is named rosewood. It's kind of wood we use in the parts, we use in the luxury furniture. It's very hard and strength, and you can carving it very thin, but still very strong. And I collect this kind of wood more than 15 years, so it's very stable. It's not too wet or not too dry, not easy to change. And the following zodiac year is the horse, especially the fire horse. So that's why I make the shape like the fire is the fire. And I do doing the wood carving and also the wax by myself. And now we are going to the last step. Now I focus onto my all design is following this is the incarnating the universal laws of nature. You can see this work is named illumination. It's not just a normal butterfly. You can see in the center, it's an eye. What's the eye meaning? It's the third eye. Just like when you are thinking anything you want, it's flying to you. So FRIGGFAN's jewelry is more than an accessory. It's a modern talisman, energy butterfly that stands by you as a silent source of strength in adversity and a guiding signpost to your inner light. In awareness, you live out the radiance of light. It reminds you of who you are and your profound connection to the universe. This is the work had been displayed in the Chinese Art Museum, and this work have touched many people, and the museum make a very big poster for me for this work. And this is the wood pieces when I carving it. So for me, is a very special pattern. Eyes are awareness for me. So go back to 2010, I also make this kind of work, just like the, Tong的精工, something like that. And you can see I wearing my masterpieces is the lion's robe. This lion's robe made by the Fire Opal and yellow sapphire. Why I want to make this kind of thing? Because in the Buddhas, the lion's robe is a layer of core of wisdom. So when you see the hair like this, the shape, that's why I want to make just like the sound wave of the robe. Because the sound robe of the lion is invisible. I try to make this kind of sound to visible. In the Western wisdom, the angle of pointing at the moon, just like see beyond the finger to the moon. I just want my art, my jewelry is the finger, and the moon is the full and unrushed life in your heart. So the core belief is do not climb to the tool, but see the goal it puts. Your perception of light is the true light of the moon. So thank you very much for everyone. Yeah, so keep me in touch in the Instagram and email. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Yifan. Very impressive speech. And everybody see the masterpiece, all the designs, all the storytelling behind the pieces are very interesting. And there are a lot of ideas inside Yifan's heart, and we know it. And I'm very looking forward to see more by your finger pointing to the moon, and we can know better about you, about the brand, about the product. Looking forward to it. And we know that the booths of our Chinese designers, a lot of people come, and also the very important jewelry designers, bloggers are posting about our work. And like we see, the lion's robe is one of the masterpieces they are always talking about. So congrats of course to every jewelry designer here, and thank you very much again. So now we are welcoming the third speaker, who is Chong, the founder and jewelry designer of Xi'en Jewellery. Welcome.
I immerse myself into the last speech. It's fantastic. Hello, everyone. My name is Zhang Chong. I'm a designer, jewelry designer, come from China. First of all, I'm so glad to be here. Such an honor to join this forum and share my work with all of you. Today's topic is women culture and contemporary jewelry versus from China. Feels extra special, especially with these two amazing designers come from China here before me. When I first got this topic, one concept immediately came to my mind is peaceful beauty. So today I want to talk about how I blend elements from Chinese traditional civilization into modern jewelry, all centered around this idea. I'll elaborate on how peaceful beauty is reflected in my designs by three distinct collections. The first, literary whimsy, and second, spirits of nature, and the last, auspicious charms. At the first part, I want to introduce 3 cases in these collections. I want to talk about how literary in Chinese traditional culture to understood and express beauty. This part, I'll focus on the scenery and the tranquil beauty in our daily life. And the second part, I choose 1 case. I want to talk it deeply and try to explain the Chinese aesthetics, reflect our love for Chinese nature, the magnificent mountains and rivers, which can also bring a sense of peace and comfort to our body and mind. And the last part is auspicious charms. We Chinese love to pray good fortune while embracing peace. So the lovely auspicious patterns represent our love and wish for the harmony between humans and nature. So this part is about the happiness and health. In our culture, we've long tied to nature and daily life into poetic and scenery beauty. Let's imagine some lovely moment. Bamboos, shadows swaying outside the window under the moonlight, or a plum blooms brightly with fragrance and winter snow, or even just a vase of flower decoration your windowsill. These are all the window view in our daily life we can find. So in these collections, I choose 3 pieces are all the window views design. I try to explain it. First, let's look at this painting. It's just a famous bamboo piece from a Chinese well-known artist named Zheng Banqiao. You can see the lines are very simple, but it captures the bamboos graceful and calm perfectly. In our culture, bamboo stands for integrity, humility, and longevity, and evergreen leaves and the straight stalks stand for the steady and unyielding virtue. So Chinese people love bamboos very much, so I did it. I used a diamond to make this circle to serve as a window. And I let a slant bamboos swaying outside this window. And these 2 green jadeite, I want to express they are the falling down, the leaves falling down your windowsill. And the white jade, I want to express is the moonlight spilling over the leaves. So this is the first window views design in this collection. Here is another important point I want you to know. In our culture, we Chinese people, we believe the bamboos can bring peace and safety. We always say 竹报平安 as a wish. So this piece has a name, Bamboos Bless Peace. Here is the next, winter plum blooms. In our culture, we have tons of Chinese art to celebrating the plum blooms blooming. Because they bloom in cold winter, so they stand for the purity, resilience, and quiet nobility. All this piece, all about the elegant side. Plum blooms blooming brightly outside a window on a crisp winter day. I think it's a beautiful moment. And this is shape. It's the second window. You can see the window shape is different because the outline and the lines inside are inspired by the architecture of Suzhou Gardens. It's the garden's window. This piece, I think, depict the delicate but tough beauty and then turns it into something you can wear. Look at these porcelain vases. I think maybe someone of you knows the porcelain is a cultural symbol of China, and the vases are the common category in porcelain. For thousands of years, Chinese people love porcelain vases. Not only it can be a decoration, a flower vessel, but also it is a symbol of safety and peace. Yes, safety is very important. So I took this idea, and I noticed, okay, I want to explain. Why vases meaning safety and peace in Chinese? Because Chinese word for vases sounds exactly the word for peace. They all pronounce the ping. So I took this idea and made this jade pendant. And you can see the right, here is a square window. So this is the third window view. I put a tiny vase on the windowsill. I carved the jade smoothly and graceful to mimic the porcelain's texture, and add a cluster of flowers in it, just like putting tiny vases of bloom on your windowsill. These three window views are all about capturing the serene and the tranquil beauty in our daily life. Let's shift to the landscape art. This is the important painting in Chinese art history. 1,000 miles of rivers and mountains. It's breathtaking. The painting shows the endless green mountains and winding rivers. It's the perfect example of Chinese love for nature. And my core inspiration comes from the real life, the real gigantic mountains and rivers in our country, just like the painting. And you can see the brooch, jade mountains and quiet rivers, peaceful rivers. And the mountain carved delicately from Burma jade. And I want to express quietly water, so I use lots of lines. Some lines are long and some lines are short. Some lines with diamonds and others not. So when you move it, wear it and move it, the light will help you to feel the gentle ripples. So I think when you take this brooch, wearing this brooch, it's just like carrying a little tiny landscape with you wherever you go. It's the last part, auspicious charms. Beyond the peaceful beauty, we Chinese people also love lucky beauty. We call it Jixiang. So I created the 4 seasons of auspiciousness collections. Every piece sparkled with oriental essence. In this piece, this part, are all the lucky cloud pattern. In Chinese culture, we believe the lucky cloud comes from the energy of the heaven. It can connecting the heaven and the earth and bringing good omens. It's very, very have energy. And here is a high-quality jade, 葫芦, which means the gourd. In our culture, the gourd stands for good fortune and prosperity. And we believe it can absorb the good omens and store it. So when you combining these two, you will get wishes for health, wealth, good luck, and good fortune. It's all about the harmony between humans and nature. I've designed many pieces in these different collections. They are on display at our booth. Every piece tells a story and rooted in Chinese culture and art. So maybe after the forum, welcome to our booth. Maybe we'd like to chat more. We can talk about art, talk about the designs, whatever you want to know. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope my designs as these jewelries have given you a little taste of Chinese culture, the beauty we cherish so much. The last slide, I put the booth number and my personal Instagram handle. We'd love to follow us and to stay connected. Okay, thank you.
So thank you very much for the speakers, and thank you very much for the audience, everybody spending your time staying here and enjoying the Chinese culture into the jewelries. From the third speaker, like we already see from Chong, that we see how is the process from the Chinese ancient art, the painting, the real piece, the architecture, to a jewelry design, so we can understand, okay, there is a storytelling should behind the exchange of the cultural between Italy and Chinese. And always there should be a story that we continue to discover and continue to put in the design of the contemporary jewelry. So thank you, everybody. If you want to interact with the designers, if you want to understand more information about the product, please go to our booth. So it's hall 7 and 832 at the design room. Thank you very much. Please, all the designers come to the stage and we can do a group photo together. And all the audience, please feel free to join us to have a big group photo.